and made the most of that. That happened an hour, roughly, an hour and a bit after the stream. So again, it's just a matter of being patient and wait. Why trade this consolidation when if you just simply just wait for it to choose and get into, well, first of all, flip the structure back bullish in line with the rest of the trend at a key level of support into cleaner traffic, it's likely to make a nice move, which is what it did. So nonetheless, I will do the analysis as always moving forward on both GJ and gold. I will happily answer any questions from the chat, and if anyone has any charts, as always, feel free to send those in. And in the meantime, let's get down to business, guys. Please do let me know if we have an issue with the sound, if it's way too loud, either my voice or the music. I'm not too sure, so just someone let us know. And yeah, because the last thing I'm gonna do is start the analysis and you guys can't hear me properly or it's way too loud. So let's get cracking. As always, let's start with GJ and looking at the weekly time frame, and that to me is already, irrespective of the previous weekly candle, current weekly candle is forming a very strong bullish candle. Already has a high low, high to the previous, and is still hovering above the high. Interesting to see if it does form a support above that level in the minor time frame before it heads back up and breaks its own high in the current weekly candle. Looking to the left hand side, again, we're sort of tapping into that zone, but the overall bias, the momentum, the strength, it's all to the upside. So nothing yet to suggest to me that it is going to pull back.
Made a bottom wick on the 1
Did pull back last week, but obviously it raised all that whole pullback in the early start, early on into the new week. So we are technically a strong bullish on the weekly time frame. Looking at daily structure, and that is also obviously strong bullish.
Good, you know?
What we also have is bullish engulfing previous daily candle.
Difficult one. So I think
very strong candle closing above that resistance. Not only that, we've got the current candle, high low, high to the previous. Currently in a bit of a pullback. What I'm going to do is mark in obviously the high of the current daily candle. I may also mark in a low. Doesn't mean I'm going to be interested in selling below, but I just want to see what we've got below that level. If it lines up with a structure flip or what have you on the M30. So we are technically bullish.
So I think when this flips and breaks the low, this could be a good sell option, with the idea that the 1 hour should close bearish.
Some more room. The daily, you see there's potential for a price to even come all the way up to
it's choppy, guys. I said it's a risky position. I'm telling you from now it is risky, but at the end of the day it's an option that I think could play out, and I don't mind sacrificing a bit of the stream win rate to give it a go.
Nothing's changed with,
so make sure it breaks the low properly. I'm not in, hasn't broke the low yet. Wait for closure. We have the closure. 15 is the closure.
Bullish on the 4 hour. Previous candle did close back bearish. Current candle trading within the high and low, so not much going on in that regard, but we are still hovering above that resistance to the left hand side. So that is interesting to see, because if we do continue to remain above that level and begin to break above our own current daily candle high,
dancing, huh?
I think it's likely we will continue
dancing
to
the
flip.
upside.
I know people probably thinking in the chat, how far can it go?
I'll probably give it like a pip to break. When it breaks the low, I'll give it a pip and then go.
Difficult to buy it above the high. Well,
I do like the option, but I just want to give this a go. Like, I'm happy with my positioning, and I think that based on the analysis, I think this makes sense. We saw volume at this time yesterday, and I don't want to miss the move here. So for me, this makes sense.
As for the targets above the highs, I just looked to the round numbers, psychological round numbers, so 180,
as it broke the lows,
20, 50, 80. So they'd be the targets. As for support to the downside,
stop loss is going to be around here,
back bearish and a closure below.
I'm targeting the bottom of the range. Max TP.
So on to the M30 time
we have so much space to manage this trade here. Anything closing above here can manage. And yeah, I expect this to take its time. We're in a choppy range, so expect choppy price action unless volume comes in. But we saw volume at this time yesterday, and that's what I'm kind of relying on here.
All right.
So we'll see how that goes.
I'm marking another support this point here. Change that to blue.
But I don't expect this just to be a quick move here. I'm happy to hold this for a while.
To be really technical about it, it is
over the next maybe 1.5 hours or something, unless we get good volume and it just keeps pushing.
The previous highest point the market got to. Had a couple candle pullback just here, create a high, Obviously we've closed below that swing point just there to flip the structure back bearish. Does that mean I want to sell it when it's just been screaming buys, obviously since the start of the week, since yesterday after the London session when it may start to push to the upside? So for me, probably not. Where I'd like to sell it, so first of all, sell options for me would be at this stage below 186.024. It's obviously we've got some cleaner traffic below that level there.
In the meantime, let's look at gold.
That resistance, which was
for my guys trading gold, let's have a look at the analysis on gold.
Will be well below
if you guys haven't already, be sure
to
do the YouTube business. Almost 400 of us in here in the morning. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you haven't done it already, leave a like on the stream. Right, so at the end of the day, I really would appreciate it. You know the YouTube business, it is what it is. So appreciate if you guys can do the YouTube business. If we can get the likes up to around 200 likes, I really would appreciate that. And yeah, come on, let's get the liquidity. We need the likes for liquidity on GJ so that we can win.
So
gold daily no bottom wick, yes indeed, but daily is still closing bullish here. 4 hour time frame is closed nicely above the range. I don't see why this can't drive to 1905. 1905 could be a target for today. I would prefer if there was a bottom wick on the daily, of course. But yeah, I do think that
what have we got just here?
We could see some more upside here. On gold, it does make sense here. For London session, yeah, you know what London is like. I prefer deeper pullbacks to continue. Buying at 1905 is not a good idea. So I prefer to see a deeper pullback to continue bullish here. And that's how that will work. How's our trade doing?
Previous daily candle, a very strong bullish candle.
A bit of drawdown here, but that's what I'm expecting.
We'll be still respecting 50%
as I said,
the previous daily candle.
Highly risky trade here.
I think about that. I often
happy to sacrifice a bit of the win rate to continue this move down.
That's a strong candle.
Isn't GJ sitting at support? Yeah, it is, but it's also sitting at resistance, right? So if we're gonna continue down during the day,
so for me,
I expect it to happen from here, and that's why I don't want to try get into sells down at the bottom of the range.
Above this zone, 186, 130, then I would definitely look to
as I said, guys, I'm expecting this trade to sit in drawdown. It's part of the trade. If anything closes above here in 8 minutes, I can manage the trade. It's how it's gonna be. I'm just relying on the top of the range here to be respected.
Otherwise, buys really above this 186.10 sort of level.
I said multiple times, very risky trade, but I'm happy to risk the stream win rate to give this an option. And that's why I went half risk. So even if I lose it, I haven't really lost much.
Margin, unfortunately. Decent early entry just now. I'd be waiting for, obviously, this candle's pull back a bit, open up a new alley. Obviously, he's not going to do it because that's what it has done for quite some time now during London session, where it does the opposite to the plan. So is what it is. So now I'll just be waiting for price to pop above
Euro USD. Yeah, we can look at Euro USD, no problem.
Take it from there. So that's the analysis on GJ, guys. Hopefully it made sense. Please do give the stream a like if it did, and also, guys, don't be shy.
Daily time from here on Euro USD finally closed below the range, but still with these wicks here.
Don't be shy, guys.
Right, still with these wicks, so this could be a potential issue.
I would happily take a look for you. So that's the
4 hour time frame.
Off she goes.
Closing bullish back inside the range. So yeah, you could see some upside here on Euro USD short term. Does make sense.
Yeah.
And so for upside, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see this pull back
for the high,
and then support to be created so that you can continue up bullish. If not, closes above this resistance here at 8.6 would be good for some upside. Makes sense for some upside if you see closes above 8.6.
A strong bearish candle. Wherever we pull back to, still haven't retraced 50% the previous weekly candle.
So yeah.
So we could, and so far have respected below that level. As long as we remain below that 50%,
that's not good, but at the end of the day, we can manage the trade in 6 minutes here. I'm looking to manage the trade.
Begin to flip the weekly candle back bearish and break our own low, and
did not expect that random move just to come out of nowhere.
Bearish. Looking at daily, what we have today, finally guys, you guys heard me say throughout last week, as much as people want to buy it, for me there was never really any buys against the trend, against the structure. We never had a strong enough confirmation on the daily time frame today's a bit different. We've actually got a candle closing relatively strong bullish, forming that support, which is good to see. We obviously create a lower low. As I mentioned on stream, there is no need for us to pull back up.
Not yet, not yet.
If we did so, we're likely to close that strong bullish candle, which is what we've done. Current candle, not much volume.
Did not expect that volume, honestly, guys, but only half risk, so it's nothing really too much.
But I like the fact that now we've got that support on the high time frame. Gives me a little bit more confidence, makes me more comfortable to counter trend trade it. So I think you can find the structure, the bias is still overall.
Still haven't hit stop loss yet.
Gold right now. Looking at on the 4 hour.
I put my stop loss 185.30.
Still yet to create a lower low.
Still good.
So it's the current daily candles high. The 4 hour structure is also still technically bearish. Just consolidating really up around resistance just now. Just gonna mark in.
That's an unfortunate candle. Very rarely do we see this candle. Looks like
another resistance.
You know.
I'm marking on the M30.
Yeah, looks like this is gonna stop me out soon. Haven't seen a candle like this in a while. One 5-minute candle just drive like this, but still in, not stopped out just yet.
Previous daily candles low. Onto
but most likely it will stop me out here.
Nothing has changed at all.
But yeah, that's a very interesting candle. Have not seen that happen on a while for GJ, just to come directly. It looks like someone's liquidity providers are stream sniping us. But only half risk, so nothing too crazy, and we're still not out. So if it respects these highs here, we should be good still.
It's a swing point. So for
should be good.
Anything between these highs and these lows currently are bearish.
This loss is a business expense. As I said, it was super risky trade. I wanted to give it a shot. I've only gone half risk, so I've actually lost 7 pips, not 15 pips.
Bearish, but looking at the M30, what we have above the previous daily candle, we have some pretty clean traffic to the left.
Well, we haven't lost yet. We haven't lost until this flips and hits the stop loss. Then it's okay. 3 minutes till this candle close. You know, 1 pip from stop loss. So good.
On continuation above the previous daily candle's high. What we've done within the current daily candle is we've formed support. We are still technically bearish.
Stream sniping, yeah. I'm telling you, they're stream sniping, but it's still good. We're still good.
The last couple of weeks is we've ended up having a sell-off throughout the day. We did it yesterday as well. So seeing we've created support in the current daily candle, if we are to continue bullish, what we should do is respect support, head back up, create a higher high, maybe look for the buy options above that level mentioned before. If we begin to come back down and retest the current day's low, this point here, pop below it, then I think sell options are going to be on the table. As far as entry type, will all depend how we approach. But for me, low current daily candles low, which I marked in earlier, is definitely where I want to get.
You forgot to call JP Morgan. Half risk I don't need. Full risk I'll call JP Morgan 6-7 times.
In terms of areas in the chart to get involved in a trade. It's just mad weighing. Gold's just consolidating right now.
Yeah, it was a bit of a fake out for sure. Was a bit of a fake out. I was not expecting that to happen in one candle. I expected it to go a little bit slower than this, but it's okay. It happens. As I said, I was gonna go half risk, and it was highly risky entry, but that's what I discussed. Still not over though. Still not over. 1 pip from stop. I'm still holding, so we'll see what happens. If it creates support and hits my stop, hits my stop. I'm half risk anyway, so at the end of the day, it's only a 7 pip loss.
I got an alert sent on GJ. Yeah, so let me know, guys. Hopefully that all makes sense. And yeah, give it a thumbs up, and I'll say g'day to a few of you who have mentioned something in the chat. Quino, as always, good to see you, man. Ahmad Samim, as always too. Yeah, good man. Hope you're well as well. Mutazim. Hello.
You should have said you were half risk. Yeah, I said 7 times, man.
J-Jab, good evening, sir.
I said 7 times, but anyways,
for more
if you can't listen, there's nothing I can do.
You're in the right place if that's the case, so welcome.
Multiple times I said.
To you.
Multiple times I said I don't even mind sacrificing the stream win rate to give this an option. And this is a high risk trade.
GJ, please look at Naz. Okay, I'll look
you know,
for you.
I said that so many times.
JMO, good morning to you, brother. Hope you're well. GJ analysis makes sense. Similar outlook. Nice one, Quino. And Damon, good afternoon to you, brother. So let's look at Naz. I do.
185.9 is a good stop loss. Yeah, it's safer.
Looks very similar to gold. Very similar to gold. So based off that, I mean, I don't even really need to do the full analysis.
Can you adjust your stops? Yeah, you can adjust it a little. I always account for spread, so spread was like 1.5 pips, so wherever this stop was, I was looking at these highs right here. I put it 1.5 pips above, so like 16 pips. That's how my stop was on my broker. I always use my broker.
To me, again, I'd be marking the previous daily candles high upon continuation. Above that level, got some pretty clean traffic to the left. 4 hour is still bearish, so it's at resistance. So based on that, what I'd be doing,
we haven't lost yet, guys. We haven't lost.
It's going to be a support on the M30, not quite a support yet on the 4 hour. See, we've got a level of support here on the M30, so you can argue that, well, the M30
how did this 1 hour candle close?
The rest of the time
still respecting, as long as it respects this range here, so should be okay.
Is still bearish. So what I would say is,
so anything closing outside that range on like even a 5 minutes, I can manage the trade.
Support on the daily and the 4 hour. If we begin to pop below the support form within the current day's candle, I think sell options would be pretty good below this level here, 14,897.80. You probably want to get below. That lines up with it. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. So I'd probably want it to close below, tap in, rejection, seeing it is actually counter trend on the M30 and against the previous daily.
Today can start going bullish. Candle. Yeah, I wanted to give this a risky shot. If I see it start going bullish, I can manage the trade.
Upon continuation. Probably could have gone to buy options just here. To be
what
honest.
Lot did I use on this one? Only a 4 lot.
Probably be at break even just now if that was the
very
case.
Low risk.
Resistance, but if you're not, still options above the previous daily candles high. Just not sure of the volume on that pair or on Nasdaq at this time of day. That's what I'd be looking at. So hopefully it makes sense. Crypto markets, good morning. I'm new to the channel. What broker would you recommend in UK? Thanks. Crypto markets, welcome. Make sure to like and subscribe.
How does leverage work? Does it change
education?
Lot size and cancel out its importance? Well, if you calculate risking 1 to 3% of your account, you should never use all the leverage that you're allowed to have. So you'll be fine majority of the time.
Brokers are pretty good.
So just focus on that. Do you have a professional account? I have a raw spread account. That's the name of the account that I use on IC Markets.
Great when you're looking for 10, 15, 20, 30 pips.
Do you ever scale into a losing trade? Yeah, I do scale into a losing trade, but only if I'm really sure on the trade. As I said, this is a risky position, so I want to keep it low risk on the position.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend maybe Blueberry at this stage, but to be honest, I've got the account, but I haven't. But they're pretty good at customer service, but I haven't actually funded it just yet. But yeah, just do your own research as well.
1 to 30 leverage on IC Markets? No, I get the full 1 to 500.
Commissions and things like that. I'm pretty sure Blueberry is gold. There's no commission, which is great. But having said that,
I drew the stop loss on the screen, and it was well on there before it came close to stop. And then you have to adjust. I don't know your broker's spread. So if your broker's spread is fluctuating to 2 pips, you need to give it 2 pips extra. If your broker's spread is fluctuating by 1 pip, right, you need to give it 1 pip extra.
I'll have a look at what you mentioned to me a little bit later on. Franco, it's you. Ahmad Samim, thank you, no problem. Alan, where's your gold analysis? Yeah, so gold, just went over it. Obviously, that's pretty much the analysis. Sells below the current daily low. We are still technically bearish, so it still makes sense. Otherwise, buys above the previous daily candles high, which we finally got that candle that closed a strong bullish candle to give me that greater confidence and confirmation to take counter trend entries today.
I get 1 to 500 because of where I live, probably.
Got the new car smell in my nose, and it's stuck because I'm still not fully recovered from the cold last week. Went out to look at a few cars, but to be honest, I don't really have any intention of buying one. Not just yet, anyway. The others are fine.
Thing about closing it at B, whenever, yeah, that's what I'm looking at the moment. Actually, Ali, I'm thinking that's what I'm trying to think. And then re-enter if something closes below. That was my plan.
From the current level. A few things. Just test you out. Just to test you out. A few issues as to why I.
So one idea I'm populating, since this is becoming like a choppy range, if it comes to my BE here, I will close at BE and then wait for something to close below here just to be safer and not have to worry about it rejecting this support and doing that. If it just goes to stop, then that's that. What can I do? There's nothing I can do about it. If you want to manage half now, you're only sitting in 5 pip drawdown. Nothing really crazy. Any news on GJ? Yeah, later on we have some news. We have later on some news. Taking a decision based on screen win rate does not show risk management. Not sure what you mean by that, man. I literally just said I don't care about the on-screen win rate. That's why I'm taking this position. I can risk some of that to be able to take this. If I cared about the stream win rate, I would not be in a trade like this. At the end of the day, I wanted to give myself a shot. I'm trading for me here. This is something I want to try. I want to experiment. I want to give the risk. If I was here just to try get numbers, I would only sit here and take very high probability trades and seem like the best trader in the world. But at the end of the day, I want to be truthful. This is position that I want to take. This is something I'm interested to take. So if I'm interested to take it, I'm going to take it. Simple as that. I don't mind. Because my risk is calculated, my profitability is calculated, so I know what I can expect to lose and that I'm still profitable at the end of the month, and all of that stuff is calculated. Right? This is the difference between me and some people don't stream here. Okay, we're coming close to break even here. Let's see if we can get below the entry, then I will look to just probably close break even. Let's see. Right at entry now, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna hold now and see if we can break these lows. And then if anything comes back above my entry, I will close. So nice. If we can get somewhere down here, I'll move break even. And we should be good to continue down here, guys. Beautiful. Nice. I think at this point here, wonder if I want to give it some room to at least tap my break even. Once we get here, I should probably go break even. But what for me at the end of the day, what I feel is that this could bounce off here and still continue down. So it depends on how you want to do it. For stream, I'm gonna call it break even. But if you guys are happy to hold this trade in a little bit, let it come back to entry and continue, should be fine. It's a good move at the moment. So what I would recommend, guys, if you don't want to lose this trade, go break even right now. At the end of the day, no point of losing this trade. We can make it risk-free. So yeah, what I don't mind is if a 5-minute candle closes above here, I'll just manage the trade. If not, then this should still be okay to continue down. Alright, B was tapped here. Stop B.
Okay, good morning, good morning.
Alright, so where's everyone who was hating and saying
Good morning, good
that,
morning.
oh, your trade doesn't make sense, you're buying an uptrend, and now
guys
we
doing
got in
well?
profit.
Oh,
As
wow.
I said,
okay,
it was
we
a
got lot
risky
of
one,
news this
and we
morning.
managed it. That was that. What to do? Volume
8:15,
didn't continue,
8:30,
volume
9
didn't
o'clock.
continue.
Some manufacturing PMI today. Very nice. Ready for use? Yeah, it's gonna be good. Good fun. Okay,
There's some haters.
Whoa, what was that Bitcoin? Holy shit.
Still in? Yeah, remember
Wild.
that was my plan as well. I will manage, personally, I will manage
Look at
based
that
on this
push
15
down
minute
to
close.
25,
That's what I was
then back up.
talking about.
Very nice.
But to be safe,
So,
you can be break even here.
this on here. Let's take a look at Goldie.
How many
Might be
assets
very
do I
tad
trade, bro?
behind,
Mostly
get it
2.
down. There we go. So,
Zoom chat, check YouTube
Yeah, I'll
chat.
go
We have it
through
today. We have it
change
today.
start.
I messed up the stops with spread, tapped me out. Next time I'll put extra 1 to 2 pips. I repeat this time
Hello,
and
Kika.
time and time again to...
Hello,
Are you gonna re-enter?
hello.
I'm still in. As I said, that was my plan.
morning.
If you wanna be safe,
Yo,
then you can look to
TJ
manage
goes
the
back in
position.
the zone.
And if you think that's a lie, that's what I typed to
Back
these
in
guys
the
here.
zone.
Calling B on stream. Plan close.
So yeah, daily
anything
reject-
closing above entry, I will close. But these guys understand what I mean by that because we always discuss this thing. But I want to make sure that for you guys, it's nice and safe. Right? Because at the end of the day, I
4
want
hours, she's
everyone
bearish
to
right now,
make
starting
a
to
good
make a little bit of a
decision,
range
right?
here. We
You guys
rejected
have to not be
45,
spoon-fed. You have to make
500
your
level.
decision. I don't know how your week is
Take
going,
a look
right?
to the left and
Maybe
side.
you've been having a bad week in the markets. If you were having a bad week in the markets, I wouldn't even take this position.
Yeah. Beautiful. So yeah, obviously we have a support at 185, 460, and we have resistance 1858.
Right, so if you're having a bad
Blue
week in the
Chassis,
market, I
behind
would not
60,
even
yeah,
take
bro. I
this
didn't
position.
update.
If you're having a
for
good
2
week,
days.
then
I took
yeah.
an L yesterday as well.
Right,
So,
and then
yeah,
if you're having
so
even
it's-
better week, if you're
So
in
yeah, we're
profits,
looking at
then
a
guess
bit of a
what?
range here
You
right
just
now.
hold the
185,
position,
800 to
and you can manage it.
185,
You can manage it with
500,
any
looking like
candle
a
closing
resistance
above,
186, which could
right,
be
which
a
is the
potential,
best
but
way.
again, we've
Any
closed
15-minute
bearish.
candle closing like this, you can just close the trade for minus 3 pips. Who cares about minus 3
daily
pips?
counter could
So
push
there's
down
so
back
many
to
ways,
support
right? And if you're
185.
having even better week, if you're
That would be the
having...
nicest. Let's take a look at the hourly. We're holding some sort of trend here as well. Let's take a look to the left as well.
How long have we been trading? Over 3 years.
We're holding a bit of a trend over here. So
Bro,
again,
ever
I mean,
since I'm in your
sales
stream, you say every
probably
trade
want
that is
to
risky.
close below
Not
and,
really.
you know, close below
This
the
one
trend.
I
That'd be
made
quite
clear
nice.
that it was very high risk trade.
I think that would be make it a little bit easier to trade. But right now we are still holding the trend. So yeah, I mean you can look for
What strategy I use? Price action.
5, 480.
If this 15-minute closes
Right
back
down
in
to
the range,
320,
then I'll
maybe a
just
little bit further
personally.
below. It's a little bit choppy down here. But
Last
really
week
wanted to
Harry
go
gave
VTEX
nice entries.
185
Yeah.
would be good.
If you guys took the entries last
Look at
week,
the
you guys would be
30.
very happy.
Take a
This
look
entry was
at
nice as
30.
well. Yeah, we had to draw a whole drawdown, but what to do? I
So
can't do
what
anything
we're
about
working
that.
with,
That
obviously
candle was
holding
so random.
50% Asian right
Did the
now.
plan play out?
But we're also
Hell
holding
yeah.
that resistance.
The
pretty
plan
hard.
did
So
play
yeah,
out.
I mean, could you look for buys? I mean,
Do I use
if you want
smart
to
money?
go
No.
retest 185, 186, you could potentially look for a closure above this area, which you pushed down quickly yesterday. So that could be a possibility. And then you could look
Very
for
happy
also
with 13
sells.
pips? Well
Maybe
done.
you'd want them a little bit further below. Maybe
What's the
like
most
there,
pips you've
yeah,
won?
185,
The longest trade
400.
I've held was I think around 250 pips. But not full
To get
position.
below the trend line.
Any position? Come on, man. We were in a
I think that would
position.
be quite nice.
Everyone was sweating when.
So let me just write this on here.
Everyone was sweating when we were in drawdown.
185. I am fucking aching like shit from the gym. Oh my god. Oh, holy.
Yeah, happy
My
with
chest
this
is
close. This
agony.
is not a bad close for me.
So yeah, I mean, I think the best thing to do is probably wait for this zone to break below or above. Then we can take
Monday
a look.
was good as well.
But yeah, as I say,
I lost
yesterday was
85th
our
last
final
night.
straw
Damn.
with trying to get break
You
and
have to
retest
find out
trades.
why
I've
did that
literally lost
happen. Did you not
every single
manage?
one of
Did
them,
you
so I can't do it
overtrade?
no more.
It all depends, right? Make sure
It's
to check
unfortunate
that out.
because when we look
Make
at
sure to
Sims,
find
they're
out
really,
why
really good,
did
but
that
man, I just
happen.
can't get them right.
That's
So
more
I'm just
important.
spunking away money for no reason. Good afternoon, Max. In sales for GJ, very nice, very nice. Still like Asian didn't really do too much, eh? Asian didn't do too much. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if it closes above, we've got to retest.
Boys, if you're still
186,
holding
which would be
this
quite
5
nice
minute,
to push. That's like a 20 pip zone.
if it breaks this
But then obviously,
thunderstorm
if we
here,
reject,
I
we'll be
think
breaking
then
the previous
there'll be
4-hour lows.
no point of
like
breaking this
celery,
high.
So
So
that'll be
once
quite
it
nice
breaks
for
this
GJ.
low, once it breaks this
gold,
low,
yeah,
I'm gonna
fuck
manage
gold.
by anything breaking this high, I'll be out.
Fuck gold.
how
Every
I'm
single
gonna
time I
do it.
touch it, I lose. But we'll go for it.
So once we break this low here,
So the
anything
daily
breaking
candle
this high, I'll
closed
be out.
bullish.
There's no point
We have
of
no low
price
wick,
making
already
top
filled
wick,
it again.
break the low, and then come
Yeah,
back
I
to break
really
the
do
high
not
just
give
to go
the
break the low
slightest
again.
shit of gold
Then it
right
seems
now.
like this is just gonna
Every
rain.
fucking time.
I don't really
2
need to be
o'clock,
part
we
of that.
retrace and we
Yeah,
come
there's
back
the
to the lows.
thunderstorm. So at this
So yeah,
point,
4 hour
I'm
obviously
basically
bullish,
at
coming
minus 1
towards.
pip, right? Plus
Yeah,
commission,
shitload of
which is
resistance.
okay
As
for
I
me.
say, I'm not
And
interested.
that's the way
in
I'll
gold.
manage it.
I think the zones are always they've been shit all month, but if I'm actually just looking at clean zones and where I want to
Come
get
on,
nice
guys, W
pushes, there's
analysis.
fucking none at
If you
all.
guys enjoying the stream, be sure
So
to
I'm
leave a
leaving
like.
it.
And
There's fucking
yeah, for
there's
sure.
no clean zone.
Make sure how
at
many
all.
of us in here? 550. Appreciate everyone
anywhere
showing
that
up
I've
as
been
always.
trying to
Pleasure
look
to have
for
you
them,
on
so-
stream.
Probably gonna sit around 1900 like I has the past 15
Gonna
days.
manually close it. Yeah, you can watch if it just.
So yeah,
does it like
I'm
that.
I'm completely leaving gold now. Gold has fucked me so many times this month.
Look at your chart in London feedback. Yeah, for sure. Just after this trade, I'll look at it. W's in the chat. Yes, sir. Whoever
So,
didn't
yeah,
trust in the
August
analysis,
is really bad for me too.
there
Yeah,
you go.
bro.
right?
It's been hard. What have you been eyeing up?
You
Keeper?
guys were so worried. Oh, when it was in drawdown, everyone in the chat,
nothing.
your analysis is
Fucking
wrong.
nothing's happened.
You're buying an uptrend.
What did you do last
Everything
night,
I
bro?
did was wrong. Now that I'm in,
I was
profits,
getting.
no one
I
is
put
saying
my TV on the wall.
Oh, I saw you drilling. Yeah, you were drilling
Right?
the fucking holes and shit. Nice.
Well, my friend was.
I
drilling.
even told you,
know
if you
that-
like
that
to
shit. I
manage
was
the trade and go break even, you can. I
Holding
told
the
the guys
vacuum.
in Zoom, I'm not
Yeah.
going break even. We've been holding drawdown.
The
I'm
important
gonna
stuff.
give this some space. Everything was announced.
Yeah, but now I have kind of like a setup here.
That's sick.
Your stop loss was
Yeah, you're
perfect.
rocking
Yeah,
it very
just
nice.
1 pip we got
Yeah,
saved
man.
again.
Yeah,
1 pip. Yeah, that was shitty drawdown. I was even saying like I did not expect that 5-minute candle to come, but plan played out. Just needed one more retest to the top of the range.
To be honest, I don't
That's
like
why
the GJ
everyone who
sales,
had
I
their
don't know
stop
who
loss
said that,
above the
but-
range would have got messed up. That's why I wanted to keep it up here.
Not even the 4-hour salary.
I like the 4-hour salary, but
I hope
when
this doesn't take
closer-
me break even after all of this waiting. Come on, man. Some volume to the downside.
I'm
Please.
looking at GJ to still come up to 185, 890. Because if you look at the previous 4-hour close above that left,
Why did I expect the price to respect the resistance?
and I feel like
I'll
4-hour
explain the
resistance
trade
will
after we're
be
done. I
bottom
think a lot of
line.
people can learn about it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Back up at that resistance.
Take a buy.
Oh, I saw Djokovic. Djokovic got
This is slow,
Beat-
guys, huh?
He beat that young kid.
yeah, he got revenge.
Easily complain, hard to appreciate. I like that saying.
Still,
Easy to complain, hard to appreciate. No need to prove anything to people who will not be proven anyway. Yeah, that's another good one.
what is this?
Oh,
mean?
people are wise today. I like it. I like it. I like the progression we're seeing.
Right, so he won. I can ask 7 to 5. What's this?
That's a tie break. So
Tiebreak, yeah.
Thanks for the setup today. No problem, guys. And if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Come on, we just follow the plan. And whatever happens, happens.
The 7
Only
means...
half risk trade, you know, so the profits are not as big as normal. But as I said, I wanted to give it a shot. This is why I would have been pissed now. I'm like, oh, I should have been in that position.
So apparently, Djokovic...
And if I lost, I'd be like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, now personally, guys, I am real break even. My personal trade, I am real break even now. So I'm not losing this trade anymore. Do want to check in the Discord server here in London plans to just have a look at this.
Clay is like
Here's
my
the
favorite
AU plan, still in range.
So satisfying.
Excuse me.
The way he makes that shot is
flip.
insane. Like,
Hey, that shot is
Yeah, it's a tough spot, huh? Tough spot, Crest. Tough spot to trade.
he's not even close to standing straight.
Let's have a look at this. Sells below 527. I don't like the idea of selling below. Oh, this is UJ. Yeah, I would prefer to see resistance form to continue down bearish. Resistance form to continue down bearish would make a lot more sense.
Even that consistency though, both
Because you don't want to just sell at the lows. Selling the lows, you can get all of this rejection. You can see all the red rejection that has come from this zone. Right? So you don't want to sell here and then get that.
Don't do it, Max.
And then you're like, oh shit.
This that he catches that ball and that he gives this back.
Man,
That's
them shots like what?
insane.
What? His backhand is fucking ferocious, my god.
All good, man. All good.
His
I remember
backhand
watching
is
this.
Thank
kid
you, man.
when
I
he
gained
got
$1.
16 and
It's
be
a
like,
tough
bro,
trade.
this
Yeah,
is
it's
like
quite slow at the
insane.
moment.
really.
It's not doing much.
Yeah.
He's put so much power through his backhand that it's fucking ridiculous.
Bro, this young kid, he's good at everything. There is nothing.
He's really good.
Risky trade, but worth
I
to try.
feel-
At least you have a man to follow. Nice, calm, great trader
Oh,
like
this is
Harry.
best of
No
three.
worries.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it, right?
Oh, did he do a double follow? Oh,
Is that at the end of the day, I told in the beginning of the trade, I
remember
said
the
I don't
first
care
final I played
about
in,
stream
bro,
win
we
rate.
were so, me and
I
the
don't
guy
mind
was so
taking a
nervous,
loss
we
on
just
this,
kept
taking
double
it live
follow,
on
man. I
stream
like
because this is
double
something
follows
I
every
want to be
game, like.
part in. Too many people are doing things to impress other people. This should all be about you.
Yeah,
Only
this
thing
game's
that
so
you should
solid
have
at such a young
in
age,
your
yeah.
concern is you. You're trading for you. So this is
look
a
at
position
that.
I
Oh,
wanted
shots
to
like
be in.
that.
And I told
Fuck,
you
he pushed
the
his
reason I
power
stream
behind it as
is to
well.
share my experiences and to share what I'm doing. So if this is something I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. Even if it makes my win rate go down. I don't care. Because this is the difference between me and all other people is that they don't have that transparency. Because if I wanted to chase win rate, then what I would do is I wouldn't take these type of positions and I would just keep them to myself.
They're both really good at them like low shots.
Did I stay until the news? Well, now I'm break
Bro,
even,
it's
so
just
it
like the
doesn't really
shots
matter
that
what
you're
happens.
not supposed to make is like their best shots. Is they like flick it like.
You know, if this was a position,
just goes
Golden, we'll
over.
discuss. Can you remind me to discuss after stream? I would like to tell you where I can add a position which I've done in the past, but I told you I'm not.
Yeah, it's still above the 50%.
I'm not going too hard at the end of this month.
I've been trying to analyze gold for the past fucking 7 days, and I just don't get it.
Why with only 300 I can only play with 0.02? Because that's proper risk management, man.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. just no.
0.02 is like $3 with a 10 pip stop, with a 15 pip stop, and that's all you should be risking. You shouldn't be risking more than
Yeah,
that.
it's when the fucking bearish candles come to take this out. Now, yesterday I was
Exactly,
looking for,
yeah, you need a bigger balance for bigger lot size.
around here to continue bullish.
How much percent am I up this month? So this month, at the end of the month, I haven't gone as hard. I'm up around 6% this month.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but I'm taking it easy at the end of this month. And you guys better follow my Instagram to find out why I'm taking it easy. And everything will make sense to you. Everything will make sense to you. What's my account size? I run a 5-figure account, but I risk 2%, so it's basically like trading a 6-figure account. I risk 2-3%, so since focusing on only 2 pairs is exactly what I love
Bro,
to see.
did you see-
GJ in
watch
London
his
and
Instagram
gold are
account.
actually been profitable. Well done, man.
Look at that entry, please.
Well done.
So it basically
6%
takes
in
one
August is
entry.
great. Thank you, man. I appreciate
That
it.
to draw down,
I'm
it
happy
takes
with
another
it. At the end
entry,
of the
and with
day, it's
that entry, it
profitable.
repays the other
I
one.
was actually break even at the beginning of August, and then I got a nice trade. The trade that actually turned my month around was this trade. So I was break even in the beginning of the month, and this is what I mean, one trade can change a lot. So in the beginning of the month, I was around break even 1% because commission was kind of eating up into some of my profits. And then this trade,
I mean, it's good because again, even
this
if
trade I went pretty heavy on this trade, 30
pineapple,
pip trade.
unless it
This
breaks
30
that
pip
whole
trade
week,
basically
which will happen at
brought
one
up the
time,
month
but it'll
pretty
only
heavy
happen
here.
in,
This brought me up to like 5%.
4 months. Remember the one that he lost a couple of weeks ago?
Then I was only risking 1%.
50
If I win this trade, I'll win
That
half
was-
a percent only
Gold-
because I
gold
went
will
very low risk here.
95% of the time always do at least a 30 pip per trade. So
Yeah, exactly. So as long as you get...
It's all relative. We'll see what happens with this trade at the moment. I'll probably be happy closing at somewhere around 520. Just because I want to take some profits.
Yeah, they need a bit of magic keys. I think, to
Thank
work
you
it
so
out.
much. Off to work. Amazing. I'm a break-even trader. How do you become profitable? Find out what's causing you to be break-even. Right? It's very hard. Here we go. Come on, GJ. Do it for us. Come on, GJ. Nice, 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 nice. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
I'm actually trading your own account. I funded my own account, brother. Just been royally shafted this past.
I think I'm gonna close around 520.
Nah, but if you actually look at it, I mean, it's May's basically nearly paid for most of it. Yeah, so it's alright.
That should be good.
It's a big
Yeah.
stint, 3 months. It's
Looking to close soon.
it's a big stint on your psychology as well. But anyway, I'm feeling good now, to be honest. I feel much better than I did in July. I'm like, whatever. Whatever. The reason why I've been taking so many L's is I have been just taking trades that I normally back in the day wouldn't take. So I think I just need to stick to what I know. Because clearly it's not working.